Today, Ninja and I continue to work on his impulse control exercises. So, along with our loose leash etiquette, we applied the context of a door approach and a people approach, and then rewarded him for not pulling away from me and towards those items, kind of like he's doing right now. There's a door just off frame that he is showing me he really wants to go through. Ninja here? Yep, good boy. And we do this by what we call an approach and retreat exercise. We worked on building duration a few sessions ago where he laid in a down and I moved towards a door while he stayed put. This is a variation of that, but instead of having him stay in one place and me move away from him, we are now moving together towards a destination. And the goal is that he sticks with me and does not try to charge ahead or pull away from me towards whatever it is that is prompting him to kind of be excited or eager. In this case, a door. So we're going to start walking. Let's go. Yep. Yep, good boy. So I'm going to mark initially for us moving towards the door. Then I'm going to immediately pivot. You can choose to turn left or right. I like to turn left when I'm working with him because he's a big boy. So if I turn right, I'm putting him on the outside of that turn, and he can still choose to try and move forwards and pull away from me, even as I'm trying to turn away from an object or a person. So the left-hand turn actually cuts him off. So it forces him to stop and maybe look up at me to see where I'm headed next. That gives me another opportunity to mark and reward as we move away from the object or item together. So one more time I'm going to show you. Good boy, let's go. Yep. Yep, good job. That was it. That was a good boy. So in this tight space, we can get a lot of successful reps of just moving back and forth from the door and then back to our little fun corner here. When you're working on this at home, I recommend that you start with kind of a nondescript door like a bathroom or maybe a bedroom door, an interior door, just like we did with the duration exercise, before you try it on maybe your front door or your patio door, something that he knows leads to the big wide world. So that you set yourself up for success with multiple repetitions, and then you can introduce the exercise at a bit more challenging location. You can also practice this with people. You can practice walking towards them to a certain distance, marking for him sticking with you, and then turning immediately, marking and delivering a reinforcer as you move away together. Okay? The other exercise we worked on today is just kind of a four-leg jump up. So when you're working with him on your mobility exercises, I recommend that you continue to do those whenever it's convenient for you, just to help keep his joint mobility where it is and really promote that weight loss, which he's doing great at. I want you to focus when you're working with him on his front legs at this point. He has some really great definition now in his hind legs and his abdomen area, but his shoulders are still a little bit stiff, and his chest is also still a little bit rounder, a little less definition there. So we worked on some four-leg jump ups onto a bench today, and I don't want him to jump up all the way. That's going to be the key to this exercise. I know he can be really eager to kind of jump up onto a sofa or a bench with you and snuggle, but for this exercise, we only want him to lift his front legs and keep his back legs on the ground. Come here, bud. I'm gonna do an approach, okay? Here we go. We're going up here. Get up. Yep, good boy. So you want to mark as soon as you see him push himself up with his front legs, and you want to deliver the reinforcer while he keeps his front legs on the bench here so he's not tempted to complete the jump and get all the way up there. So this does two things. One, this is stretching right now. This is a really nice stretch for him, although he might not think it's so nice at first. He's probably a little tense, a little stiff, but this is a really good stretch. And two, it does not put too much pressure or strain on his hips or his knees, okay? Because that's the other thing we want to keep in mind when you're working with an overweight dog, is that